Hello fellow modelers and rail fans. This is Ron's Trains and More. I'm down here at Harriman, Tennessee at EMORY Gap filming a little bit today. I just thought I'd film these Norfolk Southern SD40s sitting here. These are some of their like yard locomotives, you know, they use around the area here for switching. Well, it's kind of funny. I remember back in the day, all you seen was the little switchers. Now they're using big SD40-2 power for switching. It's pretty cool. That was always one of my favorite locomotives, was the SD40-2. Shame you don't much see them anymore. These are the new ones though. These may be, no, they're SD40-2s. I thought they were the new 3s because the cab's a little different. They got that high top up there on the cab, but yeah, I just thought I'd give you guys some close-up shots of these things, you know. Any of you like prototype modelers that want to weather and detail your locomotives and everything. I mean, you can't get a better shot than that right there, the snow plow and MU cables and stuff, the colors of them and everything. So, any of you prototype modelers, you can check this out. It'll give you a good starting point for some of your locomotive projects, of the different colors and how it's weathered and everything like that. Yeah, there's even some white spill down the truck sides there. You could even model that on your locomotives. Yep, it's an SD42 number 3209. I wonder what this one used to be, if it used to be an ex-Southern or maybe N&W or something, who knows. Yeah, I just thought I'd give you guys a pretty cool close-up shot of these locomotives sitting here. I mean, you can't get much closer than that on the trucks and the side frames. It's pretty neat. Got EMD on the side right there. There's the bell. So if you ever wanted to see a SD42 up real close, this is a pretty good shot of one. Some diesel fuel spill down the side there. I still like to do a lot of the prototype modeling myself. I'm doing a lot of O-scale stuff right now, but I'm still into the HO prototype modeling and the more realistic type HO trains. I actually just went to a flea market down here and picked up some pretty cool stuff. Down here in Rockwood, Tennessee, they got a pretty big flea market down here. It's called Flea World. And there's a gentleman in there that sells a bunch of trains and stuff. I actually got a Aether and Santa Fe water tower. I didn't know they made a big water tower like that Aether, and it's pretty cool. I'll try and do a video of it. It says it can be used on HO or O scale layouts. It's pretty neat. Yeah, I didn't know Aether was making stuff like that. It's more O scale than it is HO. It's a big water tower. And I got a pretty nice Lionel 2343 post-war Santa Fe war bonnet F3. But I'll do some videos on that stuff and show you guys. But yeah, here's number 3233 SD40-2. There's the brake wheel. It's not on the nose like it normally is. Pretty good close-up shots here. Some of you guys can use if you wanted to. And look at those roller bearings, man. It's a pretty big bearing. Shocks on the side of the truck there. These things got to be a pretty smooth ride. If you notice under those wheels right there, there's a pretty good sized gap between that rail and that wheel. I'd say you probably could about fit a penny under there. Yeah, they still use Timken roller bearings. Wow. Wow, cool. That truck says General Motors on it. It's pretty crazy because this is an EMD, I'm pretty sure, but I don't know, maybe the truck's GM or maybe a part on it's GM, who knows. Boy, these things got a lot of wires and cables and things running on them. Yeah, this is 3233 here, so this is an SD40-2 also. Sorry, I hope I'm not moving the camera around too much here. Boy, look at all that grease packed in that truck, man. Oh, that's not grease, that's a cake wrapper. That's pretty funny. I don't know what that thing is there, pull handle slide. That must be like a, oh, never mind. I wouldn't want to be near that when they drain it. That's the toilet drain. Well, that's pretty funny. Wah, wah. The toilet drain. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be near that when they drain it. Here's the front of this 3233 here. These have the horns mounted back where the dynamic brake is too. They're not up front like they used to be. Yeah, I appreciate all y'all watching my videos, commenting and subscribing and everything. I really appreciate it. My channel is really growing. It's helping me out a lot. I'm trying to get my channel monetized and everything right now, and I'm almost there. I don't like very many more watch hours. I'm getting close. So, I really appreciate it. I answer all y'all's comments. I try to. To be honest, I don't think I've probably ever missed one comment on my channel. I've answered like every comment. So, if you guys want to message me or comment, anything like that, I will answer you. This snowplow on this one here looks a little bit smaller. I could be wrong, but boy, this is some good close-up shots, SD40-2s. A lot of SD40-2s were different though. Railroads, you know, they just had different things. They would order different stuff from the manufacturer. Like on the Union Pacific snoot nose SD40s, they of course had the longer nose. And then you had the Denver and Rio Grande units. They were called tunnel motors, you know, because those big tunnels and all they went throughout Colorado. That's so they'd get more ventilation to the locomotives so they wouldn't overheat and everything. But yeah, there's so many different models and things they ordered and different things on these SD40s. It's crazy. You know, just different railroads would order. The freight yard here is fairly empty today down here in Emory Gap. It's usually full. It's pretty full down that direction down there though. That direction down there is, of course, you got the depot right there, the Emory Gap depot, I guess, where they get their work orders. Yeah, the yard's fairly full down there. I may go down there and film a little bit, I don't know, but this is a pretty big yard they got here. Yeah, going that way, that's the TVA power plant. It goes up and over the highway. There's a bridge down there. It goes into the power plant. Yeah, this is a CNOTP, the old CNOTP line up through here, the Cincinnati, New Orleans, and Texas Pacific. This line here going that direction runs up into Cincinnati. A lot of rail fans, I don't know if the railroad calls it this, but a lot of people call this the rat hole through here. If you guys are familiar with Pintrex videotapes, they do a lot of railroad photography and videotapes, DVDs and things. They did one actually called the rat hole. It's a really good video. I'd recommend watching it. They did one on Norfolk Southern's Pocahontas division too. You guys got to check it out. It's pretty cool. But yeah, this is a rat hole through here. They call it that because all the tunnels they have to go through. I think it's something like maybe 20, 22, 23 tunnels through here. All the way up past where I grew up, Sunbright, Tennessee. All the way on up into Kentucky and up into Ohio. But yeah, this line here it runs from Oakdale to, well, I think they changed crews at Oakdale. But yeah, this is called the rat hole through here. That's what people affectionately call it. It's the CNOTP division is what it is. The actual division name though, I'm not really sure what they call that through here now, if it's still CNOTP or what, but yeah, this runs on up into Cincinnati and everything. And that way there will go into Knoxville, and then probably I'd say maybe down into Atlanta and stuff probably. Yeah, they got a few cars sitting on this side, but not too many. There's a few high-cube box cars sitting up there. Figured we'd catch a train here. We might catch one in a minute. I've been down here just sort of looking around at like flea markets, some antique stores for trains and stuff. That's a good place to find model trains if you guys a lot of you model train guys are out looking, I'd highly recommend looking in flea markets and antique stores, because man, I've found so many good trains, you know, from every scale all the way down to even Z scale in those places, and some really good deals too. So I definitely recommend that, because I'll be honest, I hardly ever get my trains at like hobby shops anymore. It's just too high, especially like Hobbytown USA. I mean, I gotta say, that place is freaking expensive. I don't know if any of you guys shop there a lot, but I'll tell you, I wouldn't recommend it, because that place their prices are pretty high. Especially on the O scale stuff, but the HO is pretty high too, though. But yeah, I would recommend going to flea market and stuff when you get your model trains and stuff, because you'll get a really good deal on it. I've found new trains at those places that was, you know, just released, that just came out, that I bought before. Like that Santa Fe water tower I was telling you guys about a minute ago. I don't think that's been out too long by Athearn. They got a really good deal on it. But I'm going to try to make some videos of that stuff here soon. I'll show you guys that tower whenever I get home. And I got a few other things I want to show you guys too that I picked up. Like my awesome Santa Fe Lionel war bonnet. Man, I've always wanted one of those. It's a dummy unit, but I'm going to get the power to go with it eventually. Or if any of you guys got one, I'd be interested in it. Lionel F3 Santa Fe war bonnet, 2343.